Hola, mi amigos. That was wrong. It should be mis amigos. I should start over, but I'm not going to. Okay, so it's been a while. Can't remember what the last thing I talked about is. I think it was Krakow. Not sure. But we'll just kind of go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about, which is my past week. I went to Montenegro, Spain, last weekend, and that was insane. We did something called canyoning, which I've never heard of until this trip. And it's like everything extreme you can do in a mountain or on a mountain combined into one. So like you're whitewater rafting but with your body, you're hiking, you're cliff jumping, you're zip lining, and you're all in a wetsuit. And so well, we were in like two wetsuits, and it was like so yeah, I felt like I was gonna die a couple times. And also like there would be times where I'd start floating down the river and I couldn't stop, and so I'd try to grab onto something, and just my luck, I'd grab onto a couple thorn bushes, and so I mean even now my hands are a little torn up, have some scratches on it. So but it was so much fun. And then after that I came back to Valencia for a night, and then I flew out to Hamburg, which is where one of my really good friends is living right now. She has a Fulbright scholarship, and she showed me around, and oh my gosh, Hamburg is beautiful. I loved it. It's, in my opinion, it's exactly what I would think of a German place or a German city. And so that was beautiful. And I got to go to her class where she was teaching some German kids that were about 17. And man, I like the American school system. I will just say that, because these kids, the answer would be on the board and they would be like, "Duh," and I was just like, oh my god, this hurts to watch this. But my friend, her school, they also have goats at the school. So I got to pet a ton of goats, and it was really cool, and I had a great time because I love goats. Um, and then, okay, so then I had to leave the next morning, and then I went to Frankfurt. And in Frankfurt, my friend that I met in Korea picked me up from the airport, and she was supposed to pick up one of my friends, but we were at different airports in Frankfurt, so it's we kind of messed up there. But and so she took me to Mannheim, which is her city, and the next day we woke up and we went to Heidelberg, which is supposed to be an amazing place, which it was beautiful. Went to a castle, did all the touristy stuff. I got my watch fixed because the battery died. I was pretty pumped about that, but like, I don't know, I get pumped about weird things, I guess. And then we came back and she took us and we met some of her German friends, and I tried to get them to twerk, and yeah, and then I heard, or my friend was like, yeah, they kept saying like, oh, she's so American. And my friend like defended me, and she's like, yeah, well, she's from America. Like, whatever. Over it. And then after that, I went back to Frankfurt, and then I had a train to Amsterdam. And in Amsterdam, I was meeting with a few of my friends from Creighton, and I had such a good time. But yeah, it was the first day we just kind of like we did the touristy things. We saw the I Am Amsterdam sign, like the Opera House, the Museum. I know that's not a real word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. We went to the bench where the Fault in Our Stars took place, Anne Frank House, Red Light District, all that. This was also right after the attacks, or this was, I guess, during the attacks on Paris. I was in Amsterdam, and so that was like pretty scary because actually one of the threats was on a flight from Amsterdam to Paris. And of course, I fly out the next day, and I'm like, oh god. And then one of my friends from Creighton that was studying there, he's studying in France, and he was with us in Amsterdam. And the borders were closed, and they didn't think he was going to be able to get back in, but he got in safe and sound. Yeah, and then, but it was pretty crazy. Like, everyone was, well, not everyone, like, not even my mom asked if I was okay, so, like, that's cool. But, like, a couple of my friends texted me and made sure I was safe, which is really nice. I appreciate it. But, yeah, it's pretty scary, actually. Like, you don't think, or you always think, like, that's happening somewhere else. Like, that couldn't happen to me. And, like, obviously it didn't happen to me. I wasn't there. But, like, just being so close to it is just bizarre. It's crazy. But, yeah, so that was, I don't know. It was a freaky experience, and I know a lot of us were scared on the trip, but, it was pretty nice to have each other, I guess. And then I came back here, and it was today is my host mom's birthday. Woo! Feliz cumpleaños a ti. But she's 57. But yesterday we had dinner or lunch. She made paella, and her family came over, and it was right after I had just woken up at like at 5 a.m. to come back, and then it took me 2 hours to get home because Valencia, being the city of running, there was this like marathon going on that stopped the streets from having regular traffic come in. So like, I tried to get on one bus, it was closed. I tried to get on another bus, it was closed. I get in a taxi, and it took me 30 minutes. I was like, a really expensive taxi. I should have just driven from the airport. But you live and you learn. So yeah, that is kind of like the update on my life. My mom is coming this week. What up, Mom? She's not watching this. Like I said, she didn't text me, make sure I was okay. But I actually, like, when I first started doing these blogs, I used to joke, like, oh, I know it's only my mom watching. But, like, my mom doesn't even watch, so, like, whatever. She just, that's what I look at her like. Like, you know, if I had a kid studying abroad, something happened anywhere close to them, I would be like, oh, my dear little baby. But my mom's like, I thought about ya. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad you thought about me. So yeah, well, I'm freaking exhausted, and I never want to travel again as of right now. My mom wanted to go to Italy this weekend, but I was like, I can't. I just can't. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. But it's been real. It's been fun. But it hasn't been real fun because these vlogs are boring. So, yeah. Bye.